Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. This is Kamara. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the twist. Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
down. 8, read.
59. Hey, let's get this, get this. Show it up, show it up. Hatchet, hatchet.
Snap.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Look at me. Door, door.
Wide, get wide. Shift, watch the shift. Check 43. Slam.
Speed grip.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Saints' 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Check curls. Alert 3.
On second down, a run with Breida. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Go. Watch the safety creep.
80 weapon. Ready.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal. That's the end.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The kick by Marr is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 30 on second down, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Slam. Hey, alert 3. Shoot.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a give coming right is Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Go.
Three ball.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Get it.
On first down, here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
70, Indy.
They can't hang with us. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Robertson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the twist. Check 3. Kill. Check 99.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Jim, move. He's coming. We got double up.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Check.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 20, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Kamara. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A give to Kamara running right. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety go. Safety's creeping. Spine.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check four, check four. Check.
Look, squeeze. Yep.
Motion backfield.
Ready?
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Check.
Leo, now.
Here's Breida. 22 yards there, a first down.
We got this.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another 40.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Look at me. Zipper.
Is that yours? Who's that? Check 26, check 26. Check 24, check 24.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Check three.
Hey.
Come on, I got him.
This is Breida. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Back. Joker. Check 37.
Rock it.
Shit. Kill.
Hit it.
They run with Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Here comes the ball.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Yes, yes.
Now it's Breida, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Showing it. Showing it.
Go.
We got it.
2.
Now a give running left is Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Next to score, Niners 17, Saints 3. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
On the double. I got one.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 45 on 2nd down. Bridgewater looking long for Thomas. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Thomas, the intended target. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Check 43.
Hey, Sam off.
Alert 3. Chance. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Hey.
Turn it out. Peek in.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. Now.
They run again with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 62 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Whip. Watch the whip.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.